Now let's turn to the Sudan. It's been in the grip of a civil war. On one side is Sudan's military junta, led by General Abdel Fattah Al-Burhan. On the other side is General Mohamed Hamdam Dagalo, also known as Hemedti. He commands the paramilitary group called the RSF, that's Rapid Support Forces, RSF. Now, both these generals used to be allies. They worked together to orchestrate a coup in 2021. But this year, in April, they had a falling out, and that's when the fighting began. It has claimed more than 12,000 lives and displaced millions of people. In the last few months, the fighting has slowed down. Neither side was making gains. But then something shifted. Hemedti's RSF started gaining ground. Look at their progress this month. They captured Sudan's second largest city, Wad Madani. They've also captured the war-torn region of Darfur. And they're steadily pushing south. What is the Sudanese army doing? They're targeting a different opponent, the United Arab Emirates, the UAE. 15 Emirati diplomats have been expelled from the Sudan. The order came from the army chief Burhan. The diplomats were reportedly given just 48 hours to leave. The Sudanese army is also exchanging harsh messages with the UAE. They're engaging in harsh exchanges. It seems tensions between the two Arab states are coming to a head. And you may be wondering why. What does the UAE have to do with Sudan's civil war? Al-Burhan and his junta have made a charge. They believe that Abu Dhabi is secretly backing Hemedti and the RSF. They're not the only ones who think so. These reports have been floating around for months now about a tie-up between the Emiratis and the RSF. In August, reports said that the UAE was sending weapons to them, allegedly disguised as aid shipments. This aid was bound for Sudanese refugees who'd taken shelter in the neighboring nation of Chad, but instead of bread, the Emirati shipments contained bullets, also assault rifles and small arms. Now, the UAE has denied all of this, of course. They say they're not taking sides in the Sudan conflict. And for a while, the Sudanese army did not say anything either, but that silence broke last month. Burhan's second in command publicly condemned the UAE. He called it, and I'm quoting, a state mafia. He said they had taken the path of evil by supporting Hemedti. Again, the UAE denies it, and there is no solid proof of their involvement. But look at the bigger picture. The UAE is ruled by Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, popularly known as MBS, who's been the de facto ruler of the kingdom since about 2014. And it's around that time that he started cooperating with Hemedti. Hemedti's RSF sent troops to help the UAE in 2015. That's when the UAE was active in Yemen. Hemedti helped them. And since then, they've shared good ties. The UAE and RSF have shared business interests in Sudan as well. What kind of business? Well, Hemedti is a warlord with his own personal army. So, of course, he controls natural resources as well, specifically gold. He controls some gold mines. And over the years, he's become rich by selling that gold. And the UAE happens to be a major buyer. It is one of the biggest gold importers in the world. In 2021, it imported gold worth $43 billion. That's about 10% of the world's gold imports. And Abu Dhabi bought a lot of it from the Sudan, and Hemedti reportedly benefited from this trade. It's likely that the UAE wanted to keep its gold supply steady. But does that mean they secretly backed Hemedti in the Sudan civil war? The Sudanese army believes so, and now they're engaged in a diplomatic spat. But will it change anything in the Sudan? Will the UAE back off if they're really involved? Or will this escalate further? We'll be tracking this story for you.